everyone, Adam here, and I am back with a brand new reaction for the channel. So this is a brand new artist I have never brought to the channel before. Now, obviously, I know who this artist is, right? Like, I don't live under a rock. Everybody knows who this artist is, right? I mean, some of the biggest pop hits you can think of. Call Me Maybe, you know, like everybody knows that song. I really like you. Another really popular song. But this time I'm reacting to her brand new single off her forthcoming album. This is Ms. Rae Jepsen and her song Western Wind. Now I'm really excited to hear this, and this reaction is for somebody very special, and you know who you are.
I'm also a huge fan of Rae Jepsen.
So here we go. This is Rae Jepsen. I cannot wait to hear this. I've been avoiding it like crazy. I've been waiting to react to this, and it'll be really interesting to hear which direction she takes this, because as we know, Rae Jepsen's known for that really commercial pop sound. So I'm really intrigued to hear this. So here we go. This is Rae Jepsen and her brand new single from her forthcoming album, Western Wind. Very freedom there. Alright, here we go. Nice. Feeling the guitar solo. Beautiful. There we go. Rae Jepsen. Wow, like I think what stands out for me first, what's so obvious, is that she's broken away from that commercial mold, right? Like here, we've got someone who's very much kind of leaning more into that singer-songwriter territory. That is so evident, and that's beautiful to hear. You know, you get so many artists that enter the pop stratosphere, and that's kind of, you can almost feel like the strings of management like controlling them, right? And it's like, what's beautiful here is, whether this was Carly Rae Jepsen's choice or she's gone with different management or whatever that may be, but you know, you compare something like Call Me Maybe to this, they are chalk and cheese in terms of difference. This really feels like the singer-songwriter within Carly Rae Jepsen is breaking free and just doing her own thing. And I think that's really, really important here. Even the vocal, you know, it's a lot more kind of stripped back. It's a lot more relaxed. It's a lot more vibey. And I think vibey is a very interesting word for this song, which I will come back to. But just that vocal, it's a lot more stripped back, it's a lot more relaxed, you know, it's not kind of pushing for anything, and it's just giving us a taste really of the different flavors of that vocal, which is nice again because we're kind of like hearing this vocal again for the first time. Well, that's what's really interesting, where, you know, if you didn't know this was Carly Rae Jepsen, you put on Call Me Maybe or another one of her big hits, and then you put on this straight after it, they would sound very, very different. What was really interesting throughout this as well is that constant drum beat. You know, even the production behind the song is so different. It's so interesting. It's very bohemian in its sound. And I think that's really, really interesting. And again, it doesn't give too much away. You know, it's very much within that vibe, that aesthetic of this song. But again, we don't know where it's going to go. We don't know where this album's going to go next. We don't know if the next song is going to lead on from this. It's going to be on the tail end of that wind. Who knows? But again, like the way it started, I got kind of Freedom vibes by George Michael. I don't know if anyone else could hear that, but again, beautiful. And I love those sections where we just had that little bit of the drop out of that, and we had like the piano chords that were coming in. And I think what was really interesting in the makeup of that is that we had these piano chords which were kind of in minor, but then Carly Rae was singing in major, and I love that juxtaposition. That was really, really interesting choice there. And that comes down to the songwriting, the production, and everything else behind that. But that was just an interesting thing. And you can kind of hear it towards the end of the song. And it's always interesting when artists choose to do that, because it's making a statement about something. You know, sometimes you can have like minor music but really major and really positive lyrics, or vice versa. And I always find that really, really interesting. And again, here we had a real nice mixture of that, and that's so interesting. And I really, really hope that we get to have more of that within the future songs of this new album. Just vocally, just what she's doing there, you know, it's very interesting. It's very whispery in part, you know, it's softly spoken in certain areas as well. It's just a really different and interesting way of her using her vocal. And I guess that really leans into that singer-songwriter, right? It's storytelling, you know, like the lyrics in this, she's telling a story, and it's really, really interesting. Again, the whole song feels very much like a vibe, you know, like she even embodies that within this when she's got those beautiful flowing dresses, the wind's blowing her, she's in this beautiful valley looking area which is stunning. Very, very Aurora vibes, I will admit. I'm not that I'm somebody who brings everything back to Aurora, but just the dresses that she's wearing, she's out in the forest, you know, it was giving me those vibes. She's standing up on a tree, for goodness sake, like Aurora does exactly the same thing. But I love that. That's my aesthetic. That's me. I love that so much. And the fact that if Carly Rae Jepsen's just leaning into that just a little bit, I'm on the train. I am on the Jepsen train and I am going to the destination. So interesting. I think what's beautiful with this is you can imagine driving along the beach, you've got the windows down in the car, and this is the perfect type of song you would have on, right? It's like, this feels like the perfect song, which is the beginning of a journey, right? She's kind of starting us off, she's taking us somewhere, and beautifully named there, Western Wind. You know, you've got that wind that's pushing you onto the journey's beginning. And what's beautiful is that the music video corresponds with the name of the song. You know, you see her in these long flowing dresses, the wind's blowing the dresses, you see the trees moving, you see the grass moving. That's the Western Wind. And that's just a visual clue. If you just press mute and just watch the music video, you get that straight away. But then you have the backing of the song as well. It's just really, really clever. It's production and it's cinematography working together there at its absolute best, really. I love this. I love when you get an interesting music video that corresponds with what it's actually about. You know, we see so many music videos and you're like, is that got anything to do with the song? And sometimes they're kind of lame, but I love this. This whole aesthetic comes together and really allows Carly Rae Jepsen to embody the artist that she clearly wants to be and is now. I mean, even she just looks so different. You remember like this like short dark haired girl, and look at her now, this blonde beauty wearing these incredible dresses, these beautiful necklaces, and it's just out in this valley looking area, which is stunning. I love that we've got the sun going down as well. It's just such a vibe. What an interesting different sound for somebody who's known to be so commercially pop in her past. I know obviously she's gone on to do different things and she has had different sounds, but what a beautiful evolution she's gone on to. And it's so interesting. I feel like this is almost like a reintroduction to Carly Rae Jepsen. It's kind of like, this is the new me, this is my new sound, and I'm already on board and I cannot wait to hear more and where this is going to go. But what did you think of Carly Rae Jepsen and her brand new single, Western Wind? You know what to do by now. Please leave me your comments down below, and if you have any suggestions by the incredible Ms. Carly Rae Jepsen, please leave those down below as well. As you know, I read every single comment, I reply to as many as I possibly can, and I always appreciate when you guys take the time to comment, so thank you so much. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, please come and subscribe to the channel if you don't already, and make sure you hit that bell icon as well. It's the fastest way to get new notifications of when a brand new video like this drops. All of my social media is just up here, all of my links is just down below. If you want to come and join me somewhere, here's the details now. Alright everyone, so here we have the Patreon page. A lot of you have been asking about this and we finally have it in place right now. We have 3 tiers. We have Here For It, Out of This World and Blown Away, all with different prices there and different things attached to them. So honestly, anything that you want to give, any tier that you want to join is absolutely incredible, and you have my thanks always. Just to run through a few little things here, so your name will appear at the end of each video and a thank you. For this tier, you will have the same things, and you will also see the videos on here before they go live on YouTube, and you'll also be able to make requests to me, which will be bumped right up to the top of the list. And then finally, the top tier here is exactly the same as the other 2 tiers, but you also have access to a monthly Zoom call with myself and others to discuss everything about the music that you love. So yeah, if you want to join the Patreon, the link is just down below. So thank you to my Patreons who already do subscribe. I really do appreciate that. And if you do want to join that, the link is just down below. Thank you again, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this as much as what I did. And I hope you're going to look forward to going on the journey with me with Carly Rae Jepsen, because who knows where we're going to go next. But that's the exciting part, right? But until next time, take care.